Why is it like a big like that? That's weird. That's weird. Why did it get messed up? Why? Why? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wah, wah, wah. Go down, go down, 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 down. Go down the list. Whatever. Well, close enough. Whatever. Okay. Let's get back to the video we were watching.
In 2025, modding
your DS is easier than ever. Well, can I get Python? Can I download the Pythons? Install. Windows Store. Maybe maybe if I look up Python on here. Python. Get. Will that do it? Will that do it? Did I not need to do what I did? I still did what I did. I did what I did. I will not apologize for thinking it was what's needed. What happened? I reset my PC. Because new firmware was added. I lost the layer of which you can see this display capture. There we go. I like the important things on my sources list colorized. They're colored so I can see. Hello. See details. Retry. Why does my PC not want to download Python?
Fred's 555 has been trapped in my basement for 2 months.
Hi, Fred! Hi. Fred. Hello. Why? Why can't PC won't download Python? That's a lot of words. I don't know what that means. Reddit, what's the answer? I downloaded Python, ran Python installer, selected path or something, but I forgot. But I selected it. Installs and no. Problem downloading Python. Yes, I'm having a lot of trouble. But Fred, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. I don't know what's going on. Omni, what do I do? What's wrong? Why can't I download? Why can't I download it? See details. Working to fix it. Try again later. This is why you should never update your computer. Never update your computer. Maybe I need the Python install manager. Copy. Paste. Settings, app and features, advanced options, reset. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Settings. Apps. Would it be apps and features? Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out. That do not show. Thankfully, I have ads. Cool. Default apps? No. What would apps and features be? What? Installed advanced app settings. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's showing that apps and features. Xbox app. Advanced options reset. Apps extrusion aliases? Yes, PC issue. I cannot download. Cool, you can uninstall an update. That's not what I want to do though. I want to know why I can't install. What is going? I want to install Python. Right click run administrator. Oh, that's true. That's true. Right click. Show more. Open with. Show more options. No, that's not right. Close. No cigar. Okay, show more options. Properties. Unblock. Apply. Okay. Now install. Dang it, no. Oh, let me read this. Yeah, go ahead. Who would have thought downloading Python would be so much trouble? Oh, where's Saucy? Saucy can help too. Nope. Move that. Help. Oh, wait. I'll just call Saucy. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Found a thread on the error. You think Saucy will answer? I hope so. Saucy, Saucy, Saucy. Okay. He might not answer. I know he works as a tech bro, though. Saucy, 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 Saucy. Hi, Surgeon Sky Radar! Anyway, while we're panicking with Doom, how's everybody doing? What's going on? What are you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hmm? You guys doing all right? Yeah, you having a good day? I have homework I gotta do. Edit a notepad, add a favorite, scan with Microsoft Defender, store previous purchase, send to. Not the SD card. Um. Main Discord. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I just opened up the YouTube channel.
Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly install Python for Windows, and also how to fix any issues you have if you...
We'll do 3.5 so I can hear him.
First thing you want to do is go to python.network/download/windows browser. Put this in the description below, you'll see this here. But the first thing to ask is, which package do I install? And Python using a x64 processor, or x32 or x89 processor. In the majority of cases, it's going to be 64-bit. If you want to find out, in your folder down here, you can click here, and under this PC icon, right-click, click Properties, and then look for System Type, and you'll see which one you have. So if you use an x64 processor, so you have x64 bits installer. If you select x32 or x89, then you use the x32 bit installer set. So now, which one you actually want to use out of all these? But the easiest one I found is the Windows installer. So I'm going to click this one right here.
What version? 64-bit, I'm pretty sure. Bow, 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 bow. Info. Wait, no, that's not it. Where'd it go to?
Installer set. So now, which one
System about. Yep, 64-bit. 64.
you actually want to use out of all these, but the easiest one I found is the Windows installer. So I'm going to click this one right here. At the top of my downloads here. So I'm going to open file. And then the first thing you want to do is make sure you check out this add Python exe path. What this does, this actually going to add the Python executable file to the folders that houses the executable path to the Windows path. What that means is that in any folder you're in Windows, you can run Python commands by using this. Okay, if you forget to do this, however, any error, an issue with Python, have this, do this, and check out this after. But I'll show you here. And really, you want to put this privileges, it's, you know, you actually have to use this link. One thing about this tab, let me show you exactly what I use as well. So I go to the variables, so I click this little icon, and I'll click AMD, and click variables, and click variables tab here. I go to the path. You see right now I only have my user profile listed here. I'll show you what happens after we install Python, what it actually does after you check this tab. Okay, then I click install, it's going to install the executables, the scripts, test suites, and everything for Python. It's a really nice, easy way. And I'll show you how it actually works, and we'll look like if you have any issues again, I'll fix it. So, it's just taking a second here to install. And then we'll go right to it. So, install, you get this option to disable Pathline. I normally do not select this, so I do not click this. What this means is there's a Windows path limit of 250 characters.
Yeah, let's try. I'm sure he's got the link download page right here. Yeah, okay. Download 64-bit. Or wait, was that the right one? Or was it the embedded package? Was the embedded package? Embedded package.
Right click, click properties, and then look for system type, and you'll see which one you have. So if you have an x64 processor, so you have which package do I install? Okay, depends on using you're usually a x64 processor, or x32 or x89 processor. In the majority of cases, it's going to be 64-bit. If you want to find out, in your folder down here, you can click here, and under this PC icon, right click, click properties, and then look for system type, and you'll see which one you have. So if you have an x64 processor, so you have x64 bits installer. If you select x32 or x89, then you use the x32 bit installer set. So now, which one you actually want to use out of all these? But the easiest one I found is the Windows installer. So I'm going to click this one right here. At the top of my downloads.
This is the one. This one. Why is this saving there? Save to downloads. That's where we want to save, to downloads. He said to do that, right?
Here. So I'm going to file. And then the most important thing you want to do is make sure you check off this add Python DXC path. What this does is actually going to add the Python executable file to the actual folders that houses the executable path to a windows path. And that means that any folder you're in Windows, you can run Python commands by doing this. Okay, if you forget to do this, or if you're having an error, an issue with Python, try to do this, and I'll fix it after. But I'll show you here. And normally when I click this, privileges, it's you know, actually have to explain. One thing about this path, let me show you exactly what I mean as well. So I go to the variables, so I click this little icon, and type in env, and type in variables, and click this variables tab here. I go to the path. You see right now I only have my user profile listed here. I'll show you what happens after we install Python, what it actually does after you check this path. Okay, then I click install. It's gonna install the executable, the scripts, test suites, anything that's it's install the executable, the scripts. You want to click this, privileges, it's you know, actually have to do this link. One thing about this path, let me show you exactly what I mean as well. So I go to the variables, so then I click install. It's install the executable, and click this variable suites, anything that's new to Python. You see right now I only have my user here. I'll show you what happens after we install Python, what it actually does after you check this path. Okay, then I click install. It's install the executable, the scripts, test suites,
Okay, yeah, he kept it. He kept it. Install now. Thank you for that, Pat. Thank you. I like to rest my tongue on my lips. Like stick my tongue out just a little bit. You know? Okay, not press on that.
It's a really nice easy way. And I'll show you how it actually works, and we'll look like the issue again. I'll fix it. So this is just a second to install. And then we'll go to it. So install. If you get this option to disable path line, I normally do not select this. So I do not select this. What this means is there's a Windows path limit of 250 characters. So if you have a folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, folder 4, folder 260, and my file .60, whatever it is, if it's 260 or anything I've really ever seen past that long. So I don't know what to do that. If you need to disable this, what I really ever do. So I'm not going to select that. I'm just going to close. Okay, and then what you can do, check it, it's correctly installed. Is this Windows icon here? Type CMD, click enter, do your command prompt, we're going to PowerShell as well, and type in Python version. And pop up that Python version. Just install Python.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm gonna have to slow down a bit for
Python version. And to pop up with that Python version, so it's installed icon here. Type CMD, click enter, to go to your command prompt.
close CMD. And what
Go
it
to PowerShell as well, and then type in Python version. And to pop up with
Python version. Nani?
to go to your command prompt, or you can go to PowerShell as well, and then type in Python version. And to pop up with that Python.
Can I copy and paste it, please? Did I spell Python wrong? I might have spelled Python wrong. Python. This is hyphen, right? Hyphen. Right? That's hyphen, right? Hyphen. Maybe I spelled version wrong. VIRSION. Boop.
Python version. So it's installed. You also just type in Python, right, and get your REPL, type in exit here, and then enter to exit, and it's all installed. So if that's normally happening to you,
What is the hyphen? Where is the hyphen on the keyboard? That's what I thought!
you're done. You're all set. But if you're having it installed, You can exit here and then enter to exit, and it's all installed. So if that's normally happening to you, you're done. You're all set. But if you're having an issue or an error, let me show you how to fix it. So if you remember, if I go back to my environment variables, click on the environment variables again in this path. If you remember, I only had that one user profile piece listed. But if you see now, Python automatically added these 3 pieces. These are the folders that help, or where the executable pieces for Python lie, that then mean that in any like folder that I'm in Windows, I can then run Python commands. So it'll check and say, hey, actually, I added this to the path, run those commands because I can find the actual executable files because they're in these folders. Okay, now let me show you what happens if you have an issue with this. Okay, so if I were to delete this, okay, all right, those are all deleted now. Again, that's like if you don't check off that path box, if you have an issue or have an error launching Python. And now if I go back to the command line, I type in Python version, right, nothing comes up. If I type in Python, right, or if you get like an error message, same thing, it's gonna say you need to install Python, but again, it's already installed. So to fix this, what you can do is go to your Windows icon again and type in Python, and it should bring up your Python app. And what you do is click on this open file location. And then sometimes it'll come with a shortcut. If it does, just right click again here, and then click on open file location again. This will actually take you to your actual path. If you see, this was one of the paths that was listed. This is the folder, this Python 312 folder. That's the version 3.12 that we have. Actually leads to that executable, right? So right click here, click properties. That's that .exe file, right? That executes the Python application. So what you can do, and the other option to search for this, if you didn't do that Windows piece, you actually go to like either C here or this PC, and then just type in like Python here, click enter, and then it'll bring up all your Python stuff, and then just search for this Python file here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we have to add this to our path. So I'm actually select and then Control C to copy this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back and type in env, edit the system environment variables, click on path, and then I'm gonna click new.
No,
and
it's
I'm gonna
not
paste that in.
bricked
And
yet.
then I'm gonna click this backslash, so it's like a folder path, hit enter. And it's really important, make sure you move this up. So move this up past your user profile piece, make sure it's above that there. That's really important. And if you just do this, now, if I go in, right, and if I go back and type in Python now, it'll bring up that version correctly. But there's one more piece.
Did he put a space after Python? Oh! Nothing didn't happen. Open? No. Can I please just go here and just do this and just do this? Why does it have to be so hard? Okay, I did that. What is it? CMD. Command system prompt. We go when we do Python hyphen version. What does that mean? Doesn't mean it's installed or not. What am I doing? I just want to mod my DS. Can I go here now? Yes! I don't know what happened, but it works, so I'm gonna just continue on. I don't know how Linux users work, and I'm ready to just drink this whole thing of isopropyl alcohol, because goddamn. Ugh. Okay, now we got this page. So cool.
Yes, so I'm gonna press number 1. Still being on, you want to take out your SD card. Now we're back on the computer and
Nope, that's
go
too
back
far.
to the computer. Go back over to that same file ending in .bat and give it a launch, and then press the same number you did before based on what model
Nope.
0.13, and you just click on the model
Nope.
of 3DS you have and what update. I believe the version I had was 11.17.
So we have a new 3DS. So we're gonna do 2. To enter?
050U, and I have an old 3DS model, the 3DS XL. If your 3DS or 2DS doesn't have the word new in the title and you have the same update that I did, then you're going to want to enter number 1. So hit 1 and then hit on enter, and here we go. You can see up here, it says current MSET9 state, ID1 not created. So we're going to want to create that. Hit the number 1 again.
1.
Again, and then hit enter. It gives you a little disclaimer, and you should be fine. So hit number 1.
1.
Again to confirm, and then there we go. Created hacked ID 1. It says press enter to exit. So hit enter one more time, and the program is
Enter.
now closed. Now take your SD card out of your computer, and you're going to want to put it back in your 3DS system.
Okay. Eject. Because I'm smart. I'm a good girl, and I eject my things before I take them out. Why do you do that? I don't know. There we go. Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm back. Okay, now what do we do?
This next part may seem a bit random, but once you boot your 3DS back up, you're going to want to launch Mii Maker. Once you're on the app, it may say something like this, creating extra data. That's if you've never launched Mii Maker before, but if it just loads up like this, then press the home menu button. Now from there, go and launch system settings again. Now on system
I don't think I've ever opened up Mii Maker on this. Opening up Mii Maker. Then what? We go when we launch system settings now.
System settings, in the bottom left, click on data management and then 3DS, and then go over to software. As you can see at the bottom, it's
Wild. What's wild? That I haven't broken everything yet? Darkling! Oh, I didn't see your name there. Okay, data management, 3DS, software, reset?
It says the SD card software management information is corrupted. Reset it now, and you're going to want to click on yes. It should now be resetting, and now that it's complete, you can simply hold the power button and shut off the 3DS system. Now that the 3DS is back off, take out the SD card and let's go back to the computer. Go back over to that same file ending in .bat and give it a launch, and then press the same
Oh no,
number
I
you
took
did
it out.
before based on what model of 3DS.
No, just turn on, turn off. Yeah, there we go. Turn off. Come here. Beep, beep, beep. Blah. There we go.
Yes, you have, and when you hit
What was it?
now that the 3DS is back off, take out the SD card and let's go back to the computer. Go back over to that same file ending in .bat and give it a launch, and then press the same number you did before based on what model of 3DS you have. And when you hit enter, it should say ready right here. Current MSET 9 state ready, and that's a good sign. So press the number 0 and then hit enter to close the program, and we're gonna go back on the 3DS. This next part is important. As you can see, my 3DS is booting on, and see how by default, when I turned on the system, it was already hovering over system settings. If it wasn't for some reason, then click on system settings and turn it off, and then
Am I supposed to put the SD card back in? I imagine yes. I didn't eject it this time. So now, turning it on, turning it on. Look at the isopropyl alcohol. Isn't it beautiful? It's on system settings, yes.
And back on. You need to make sure that when you boot up your 3DS right here, it's already hovered over system settings, and then launch the app. Now that you're in here, go back down again in the bottom left to data management, and then Nintendo 3DS, and then extra data. Right here, do not click on a single thing, and with the 3DS still being on, you want to take out your SD card. Now we're back on the computer, and your 3DS right now should still be on. Click on that same .bat file as before, and then put in the model of your...
Hold on! Give me a second. That's crazy. What is this madness? Okay. There we go.
Your 3DS, so I'm going to press number 1. Now
2.
Now what you want to do right here is press number 3 for inject trigger file, and then hit
3.
enter, and right there it says MSET9 successfully injected.
Yes.
You can now press the enter button to close the program and put your SD card back in your 3DS. Let me show you. Here's my 3DS right here. I did not click a single thing, and I got my SD card, and I'm going to put it back in and watch what happens. Come on. There. Got the SD card back in, and just watch what happens right here. Boom. There we go. We are now in the first stages of having a modded 3DS. Let's go. If you see this menu, you did everything right. Up on the top screen, it says all input files verified, and you have to follow this little pattern by pressing buttons on this D-pad. So right here, I'm going to click left, down, right, up, A to make sure I
Okay. Left, down, side, up, A.
verified, and it should back up a couple files right here. There we go. Press A to continue, and as you see right here, the screens just both went black. For me, sometimes it goes black and sometimes it ends up like this, which is how it should look. This is the Luma 3DS menu. For now, what I recommend doing is not changing any of these files.
I'm drawing.
So just use the D-pad.
Hold on, I missed what he said.
For me, sometimes it goes black and sometimes it ends up like this, which is how it should look. This is the Luma 3DS menu. For now, what I recommend doing is not changing any of these files settings, so just use the D-pad and scroll down to where it says save and exit, and then press the A button. It should reboot the system back to the home menu, and then press the power button. We're going to turn off the 3DS and remove MSET9 from your SD card. Take your SD card out, we're going back to the computer.
I'm trying hard to be careful of the recollection, but it's easy for me to forget. I'm not very, I don't think. Like, at all. Ugh. It's okay. I don't want to be a flesh tuber, but at the end of the day, if my face is seen, it's not the end of the world for me. I've got a real grandma aesthetic, and I know you guys would love it. I'm not ashamed too much. Oh, what's you gonna do with my Black Mirror looking at? Black
now
Mirror.
Back on the computer, you know what to do. Press on the...
Okay. Oh, go here. There you go. Here. Go here.
The same bat file on your SD card based on the model of 3DS you have. So I'm going to press number 1, and then right here it says injected. Current MSET9 state injected. That's a good thing. And right here it says number 4 is to remove the trigger file. So press number 4 and hit enter.
4 and enter. 4, enter.
Now there's an option for number 5. Remove MSET 9, so we're going to type number 5 and hit the enter button too. Now
Hacker there. Yeah. Oh, you guys can't see. That's
you're
fine.
good to press the enter button to close.
What was it? What?
Number 5, remove MSET 9, so we're going to type number 5 and hit the enter button too. Now you're
5. Enter. Enter. No, let me guess. We take it out and put it back
press
in.
the enter button to close the program. Now, what you're going to want to do is download these 2 files that I also have linked down in the description, which are
Okay.
x_finalize_helper.firm and finalize.romfs. First, grab onto the file called finalize.romfs, and you're going to want to drag it over to the root of your SD card. Then, on your SD card, click on the folder
I don't know what I'm installing. I have no idea, man. I'm just following the tutorial. Let's see. Finalize helper. And this one. Wait, was it the right one? No, this is the right one. Yeah, okay. I think. Did I get those? Burp. Burp. Finalize helper. Yeah, okay, cool. So wait, we put let me make it a little bigger. So we grab finalize ROM, copy. Placed at the bottom.
called Luma, and inside of it there's a payloads folder, and this is where you're going to want to put that other file.
Don't wait, no. What?
_final.
Oh wait, he said Luma, right?
Drag it over to the root of your SD card. Then on your SD card, click on the folder called Luma, and inside of it there's a payload
Okay, so Luma, payloads. This is where I put this one.
folder, and this is where you're going to want to put that other file, x_finalize_helper.firm. Drag onto this and bring it right over to the payloads folder. Now let's take the SD card and put it back into the 3DS.
Okie dokie. Eject. I eject it again and again and again. Oh, you do modding for... I'm gonna do a Wii and a DS soon, too. I've got the DS right here. Got the stuff for it. I'm just waiting for an SD card reader for, like, a full-size SD card. So, you know, I'm making the Wii for my little sibling, and then I am putting the DS together for my other sister, the middle child. I'm giving her a DS with like a bunch of games, and then a Wii for the youngest one. Okay. Put it in right? Yeah, okay, I put it in.
Now we're going to press 3 buttons at the same time. The down button on the D-pad, the L button, and select. L.
Down, L, select. Yeah, let's go, Rosalina.
Down and select. Just like that, you should see this at the bottom, Rosalina menu. Right here, you want to scroll down and click on miscellaneous options, and then scroll to the bottom and click on dump DSP firmware. Press the B button and then scroll up and click on nullify user time offset. Then simply keep pressing the B button until you're on the home menu like normal. What we're gonna do now is turn off the console, but after we do this, we're not gonna take out the SD card. So turn it off and wait until it's fully off, and then start holding down the X button and then press power again to turn it on. And there we go. You are now in something called God Mode 9. And if you wait a bit at the bottom, it should say something like RTC date and time seems to be wrong. Press A to click on yes, and yeah, you can see right here it thinks the date is 2011. That ain't true. Today's actually January 14th, but get the time.
Oh yeah, no, that's wrong. Wait, yeah. 2025. We are in the last month, and tonight is the 7th. It is... I was looking at it, I was like, it's not 12. It was 5. 45. And I don't know what seconds it says, so why don't we wait till it goes to 46? And then I'll press enter. Just gotta download all the games. Yeah. I got a bigger SD card. I bought 4 gigabytes and I'm like, no, I need like 16 or something. Come on, turn over to 46. Oh wait, if I just do it there and then wait till it hits 46. 46, there we go, okay. Okay.
I'm set, and then press the A button, and then right here you're gonna want to click A again. Then right here, press on the home button, and then at the bottom screen scroll down and click on scripts, and then click on A to click on finalize. This part may take a while. You're gonna want to press the A button, and the reason it may take a while is because it's going to make a NAND backup. Just keep pressing the A button, and then right here you're gonna have to do that little key puzzle again, which is up, right, left, up, and then A. It's installing some pretty useful files that you're definitely gonna want for a modded 3DS. It's really cool. Now, you can just set your 3DS down for a bit. The NAND backup that I was talking about is basically backing up the way your 3DS normally works, just in case something went terribly wrong. You could restore that and go back in time. Hopefully nothing ever goes wrong with you installing files or doing whatever where you would actually need to reinstall your old NAND. But right here it says it'll only take 3 minutes, and it is almost done. Yep, there we go. Setup complete. That actually looks really cool. It's actually showing you
It
on
says
the
4
top
minutes.
screen what to do and a little bit of info on the bottom screen, but let me go show you on the computer. Press the A button, and yeah, the system is now off. Good. Let's close it up and get the SD card out onto the computer. All right, we're here.
Yay, more computer. This is not hard. It's just a lot of steps. You know what I mean? It's a lot of steps. But that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm just not... I'm more of a hardware person than a software person. I feel like I'm gonna mess software up real easily, you know? And I don't want to. I really don't want to. But it's fine. Ooh, while we're waiting for it to do the thing, let me show you. Oh. Y'alls. Let me show you what I'm working on right now. Oh, that's not it. This is a work in progress. Not 3D, but Live 2D model. Isn't it cool? I'm excited. Obviously, it's based off of my 3D model. But here's the thing. Once it is done, once I'm done with the artwork, I don't know how long it'll take for me to get it rigged, because one, I don't have the funds right now, so we're gonna have to raise funds. Maybe we'll do like a special stream or something like that to raise funds to get it rigged. I have somebody in mind for it. I just gotta ask them. You're gonna be a fricked up whiny bitch when I'm done with you. God damn. How could you? Okay, anyway. But yeah, so, once it's all done and everything like that, we'll We'll have that. We'll have a 2D model. I know the 3D model's great too. I do like it. I like the versatility of it. But considering the outfit is from Booth and everything, I feel like it would just be nice to have something that's more me. You know? Also, plus, 2D models are just, they seem to be more popular, I won't lie. And, I mean, come on, who doesn't love 2D? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I am. I'm like, I can't wait to finish the art. I really can't. And I'm like, shivering my timbers. I put SP and Errol pics on the Discord. Okay, can I? Oh, there we go. Let me look at them. IRL. Yo, that looks sick AF. Yo. Oh, I love that. I love it. It's so cool. Honk. In case battery all new. It looks amazing, dude. Oh, it's done. Okay, what is it? Press A to continue. Okay, now that it's turned off, taking the thing out again, putting it back into the micro SD reader, putting it into the computer. Okay.
Here on the computer and on your SD card, go into the GM9 folder.
GM9.
And then backups. This is your NAND backup right here. You're going to want to take these 3 files, select them, and drag them onto a safe location on your computer to back them up. For me, this backup is around 1 GB in size, so if you don't want this on your computer, you could upload it to something like Google Drive to keep it online. Now that it's on your computer,
I guess I could
delete the
save
backup right
it
here
to
from your 3DS. You don't really need that on there, and there we go.
data.
Now let's go back on the 3DS.
Let me make a folder for it. New folder. 3. No, we'll just say Nando's. Because I will probably put. Oh. Whoops. Let's stop that one. Okay. It's fine. I'm sure.
Yes. Here we go. My 3DS just booted up, and as you can see, we have some. You could upload it to something like Google Drive to keep it online. Now that it's on your computer, you could delete the backup right here from your 3DS. You don't really need that on there, and there we go. Now,
Yeah, it's fine. I got plenty of room.
Here we go. My 3DS just booted up, and as you can see, we have some gifts to unlock. This is very good. Right here are a bunch of homebrew modded 3DS apps that have now been installed. The first one is Anemone 3DS. So what this one does is allows you to get custom themes on your 3DS. Next gift right here. This is called Checkpoint. This one is very useful. Next up, we got the Universal Updater. If you have things on your 3DS you want to update related to custom firmware, just click on that. The Homebrew Launcher. This is a very important one. And next we have, what is this one? FTPD. I believe this is for dragging files from your computer to the system without actually taking out your micro SD card. I could be wrong though. And last up is FBI. This one's really important too. I plan on making another video showing what these apps do, or at least the important ones. But for example, one right here, here, Anemone 3DS. Let me just show you real quick because it's so fast. If you've never changed your theme before, you're going to want to click up here and click on change theme, and it doesn't matter. Just click on literally anything, any of the free options. For example, right here, I could just click on yellow and then move on. And what you're going to want to do is launch this app right here. So this website I'm on right now is for custom 3DS themes, and I really like this Primal Groudon one. So let's just click
I actually already have that one open. Shall we go through and choose one together, boys? And girls. Are there any girls watching? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's right. Use a QR code. Okay, let's see. I guess we can just take this out then and put it back in. Ooh, Windows 98 actually isn't a bad idea. I actually don't hate that idea. Yo, the Wii main menu? I kind of like that. That's pretty clever, actually. There's thousands. Vaporwave is a vibe, though. It is, but it's not my vibe. To be fair. Okay, cool. We got, let's see. First of all. No, you know what? Let's. Yeah, delete that. Delete that. So guess what? We go here. Theme. Let's do basic blue. Yeah. Okay. Now let's take a look. The Mimikyu one is cute. Is there a way to like create your own one? Probably. It'd be cool if we were able to make a custom Undeer one. Ooh, this one's pretty nice. Classic DS. Yeah, but I want something a little more show-offy, you know? Wait, look, there's the Windows XP one. Evangelion. Ooh, look, a Hollow Knight one? That's pretty cool. No one is around to... I do like no one is around to help. It's a good one. Pokemon Cynthia. I don't want to look like a gooner. This Miku one is super cute. Okay, let's keep looking. I like Miku. Homebrew is bad for your Homebrew is bad for your console. Fat Yoshi. Oh. Kimi no wa Hai. It's a good movie. I like Kimi no wa. Ooh, Mario Galaxy. Gosh, there's so many options, man. We have barely even hit the mark on it all. That one's pretty. Yeah, that's cool, Miku. Damn, there's just so many. Aw, Cinnamon Roll Miku. That's adorable. I do like that one. Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. That do be a pretty good one. Please stand by. I like the moodiness of that one. I saw it, yeah, the Kimi no Wa themed. It was alright. It was alright. Cute. Kingdom Hearts. Breath of the Wild. Cowboy Bebop. Pokemon XY. Purple Galaxy. Ooh, you know the Purple Galaxy will go with the Purple Galaxy I've got. So that's a contender. Oh, look at that. Windows 10. Windows 10. That's classic. That's pretty goonerish for me. Oh, that's such a sweet one. My Melody, Pikachu, One Piece. That's a pretty sick Miku one. GameCube. Trying to think. Ooh, Totoro. I don't even want to know what that one is. Oh, dude. You know what? Hold on. I wonder. Giratina. I feel like I always spell Giratina wrong. Giratina. I do spell it wrong. Okay, let's go back. Spell it right. There we go. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Let's see what we got here. That one's pretty cool. I like that one. Pokemon Platinum. Pokemon Platinum was the first game I ever played. So it has a very special place in my heart. First game, pretty much in general, yeah. First game I really ever played. The DS was my first platform, and the DS was the first one I was ever able to get my hands on. I was pretty late to the game, all things considered. Like, I was in 4th grade, but it is what it is. I do like these ones. What have I put in? Platinum. NES was my first system. Ooh, that's... Ooh. That one, I think we'll go with this one for now. So what? We go to, an enemy, I'm guessing. Go to an enemy. Press R for scanner. It's downloading. That's the thing too, I can download as many as I want, huh? And swap between them whenever I'd like. Wait, install theme. Normal install? So now... Oh, well, let me go to the home screen. Do I... Start. Mm-hmm. That's pretty dope. I like that. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. Okay, and then there's like thousands of them, so We can always. Oh, there's an upload. Can we? Oh, no. I don't want to make an account. Okay.
On it right here and watch this, guys. Right here's the theme, and let's use my mouse to hover over it, and there is a QR code. And here's my 3DS, and let's press the R button and watch this. It'll whip out the camera, and I could aim it at it and look at
Yeah.
this. Options. I'm gonna press the me back on. Let's see. Many things you can do here with a tutorial. Did yes, and I really hope this helped you guys out. Please.
Okay, we'll speed this one up a little bit.
If you're watching this video, you made it past the boring part. Now we're going to the fun part. In the last video, I showed you guys how to get on 3DS, and now we're showing some of the best apps you can get on 3DS to make it super fun. If you watch this video, you should have some apps that you want to update. So this video kind of assuming more you. If you don't, I'll have a link to this down in the description. Let me show you how to install just in case. What I'm going to do is launch the FBI app. This is a really useful tool, and why I have controls, I know you guys really know, but the FBI is very useful for installing stuff on your system. There are multiple ways to do this. The first one being through your SD card. So I just click on an SD button. You'll see right here I have a folder called CIA.
Okay, so maybe I should slow down a little bit.
We'll have the link to this down in the description, and let me show you right now how to install it just in case. What you want to do is launch the FBI app. This is a really useful tool, and why do I have parental controls? I have no idea. That's really annoying, but the FBI app is very useful for installing stuff onto your system. There are multiple ways to do this. The first one being through your SD card. So if I just click A on the SD button, you'll see right here I have a folder called CIAs. If you don't have a CIAs folder on your 3DS, don't worry. I had to manually make one myself by putting my SD card in my computer and just making a new folder called CIAs. So do that if you want to. This is just going to be a little example. So scroll down to CIAs, click on it, and
I
then
have
put
to
the
do
file in here
that.
called Checkpoint. I already have the Checkpoint app on my 3DS. It's just an example, but click on it, and you don't want to click on install CIA. You want to scroll down to install and delete CIA. The reason is because if you install the Checkpoint app through the CIA file, you're not going to need the CIA file anymore because you're already going to have the app on your home menu. So click on install and delete, A button for yes, and boom, just like that, the CIA.
What do you mean I speak in dial tone? Hold on, go back, mister.
CIAs, click on it, and then I put a file in here called Checkpoint. I already have the Checkpoint app on my 3DS. It's just an example, but click on it, and you don't want to click on install CIA. If you don't have a CIAs folder on your 3DS, don't worry. I had to manually make one myself.
Turn it off. Now, does it need to be capitalized? I don't think so. Should I capitalize it? Feel like I should. What? I just make a new folder. Where did he has it? No. What? Why can't I just... Whatever. It's been done. It's on there. I'm really inconsistent about whether I eject it or not. Dial tone. I don't know what you mean by that. Did I make like a high squeak or something? FBI, Federal Boob Inspector. SD.
Putting my SD card in my computer and just making a new folder called CIAs, so do that if you want to. This is just going to be a little example. So scroll down to CIAs, click on it, and then I put a file in here called Checkpoint. I already have the Checkpoint app on my 3DS. It's just an example, but click on it, and you don't want to click on install CIA. You want to scroll.
Which one do I do? Do I do the... I'm guessing I do the one that's like a higher gigabyte. Now let me turn off the DS again. You can understand. Oh, well, yeah, I can understand. It's pretty fast garble at the very least. Fresh, that one is gonna be Universal update, right? That's what's gonna be in here.
Scroll down to install and delete CIA. The reason is because if you install the checkpoint app through the CIA file, you're not going to need the CIA file anymore because you're already going to have the app on your home menu. So click on install and delete, A button for yes, and boom, just like that, the CIA is already installed. And now if I press the start button to go back to the home menu, the app will already be here.
Let me watch more of this.
Here we go. Start, and I already have the app, so it doesn't really matter. But it would appear just like that. Here's checkpoint, and it would probably have a little gift icon on it. I'll put it up on screen. It's a little present box when you have a new app and you haven't opened it yet. But anyway, go back in the FBI app, and now I'm going to show you the other and easier way to install apps. So on the bottom screen, scroll all the way down to remote install, and when you click on that, you'll see multiple options. For now, I'm just going to focus on the second option, which is scan QR code. And if you click on that, it will actually open up the camera, as you can see right here. If your 3DS does not have a working camera, then every CIA file that you install is going to have to be either through a link back here where it says receive URLs, or through directly putting the file on your SD card. Like how I had it earlier, where you click on SD and then you scroll down and put stuff in a CIA's file. You're going to need to do that if your camera does not work. My camera does work though, and the first file I'm going to install is called PKSM. Just click on remote install and then scan QR code, and you're going to see right here, I actually have another phone set up, and here's the QR code for PKSM. You guys can pause the video, scan this QR code to get PKSM. I'm also going to put all
Hi guys, hold on. I have to do stuff. This back in here. Turn it back on. Make it so you guys can see. And I have to pee so badly. Pee. Yeah, I didn't put the right thing on there.
and it would probably have a little gift icon on it. I'll put it up on screen. It's a little present box when you have a new app and you haven't opened it yet. But anyway, go back in the FBI app, and now I'm going to show you the other and easier way to install apps. So on the bottom screen, scroll all the way down to remote.
Yes, install.
Remote install, and when you click on that, you'll see multiple options. For now, I'm just going to focus on the second option, which is scan QR code. And if you click on that, it will actually open it says receive URLs, or through directly putting the file on your SD card. Like how I had it earlier, where you click on SD and then you scroll down and put stuff in a CIA's file. You're going to need to do that if your camera does not work. My camera does work though, and the first file I'm going to install is called PKSM. Just click on remote install and then scan QR code, and you're going to see right here, I actually have another phone set up, and here's the QR code for PKSM. You guys can pause the video, scan this QR code to get PKSM. I'm also going to put all the links in the description.
Yes.
Simply get your device, and then you want to get your 3DS out and scan the QR code. Oh my gosh, this camera is just so bad. But there we go, it actually...
I'm going to install it. Yes, install that. And now for the final. Yes.
Loading up. You can see it's loading from the GitHub link. It loaded the PKSM CIA file, and just click on the A button and it'll install it just like how we installed Checkpoint earlier through having the file on the SD card. Down here you can see the progress. It's under 6 megabytes, so it's really not that big of a file size, but the 3DS usually installs files pretty slowly, so even a little file like 6 MB, it's gonna take a little bit. What I'm gonna do for this video is, instead of going back and forth through installing and showing you different apps, I'm gonna show you guys installing every single app right now, and then I'll go over the apps later. Next, this QR code right here is for the Checkpoint app, the one I was already talking about earlier. This one is for backing up and restoring different save files, so if you don't have a Checkpoint installed, install this. The last app for now that we're installing through a QR code is this one right here, 3HS. I'll click the A button, and this one's only 1 megabyte. That's really small, so yeah, I probably don't even have to make a cut. Yep, it's all done. Now once you press the B button as many times as you can press start to go back to the home menu, and it says new software has been added. Let's click on the first one right here. Oh, I know this bug. If you get a bug where it doesn't let you actually open the apps, don't worry. Just simply close your 3DS or put it in sleep mode, and then when you open it, yeah, here it is. Here's the first one, an on-device client for HShop. So I'll click the A button, and there it is. Since 2020, that's pretty cool. And the second app right here is Boom, PKSM. We are going to go over more apps, but I'm not going to install the rest through a QR code. You're going to want to go over to the Universal Updater. Your 3DS should already have this app from the last video, but if it doesn't, I will have the link for this down below. It should check for a couple updates at the top, so don't worry about that. It may take around a minute or so, but this is basically a hub, kind of like the eShop, but for homebrew apps. Up top, you can see all the little icons, and then there will be a description on the bottom screen. So let me aim it like this, you can see both at once, and let's look around. In here, there are various apps that are definitely worth installing. For example, here's Luma 3DS. We already have this. In here, you can choose through different apps you want to have on your system, but I already have some picked out in mind that you definitely want to install. For example, right here, Twilight Menu++. Through this app, you can play tons of different systems. For example, DS games right through your 3DS without the cartridge. Just hover over and click on the A button, and then click on it again, and it says, would you like to execute this entry, press confirm. I don't know why they worded like that, but that's basically saying, do you want to install it? This little symbol down here will be indicating that you have one app downloading. So if I click on it right there, you can see it is 40 megabytes and Twilight Menu is installing. While it's downloading in the queue, you can actually go back up here to the little eye icon and keep scrolling and look at other apps in the meantime. This one right here above the Twilight Menu is RetroArch, which is a very popular type of emulator for many different systems. I scroll down a little bit, and right here is MGBA, which is an emulator for Game Boy Advance games. But for now, I'm going to skip out on this. You guys can install it if you want to. From what I know, this does run better on the newer model of 3DS systems. This is an older 3DS XL, so it wouldn't be as good for me. For now, I'm just going to say hold off on that. Later, I'm going to show you guys something better for playing GBA games. Here's something funny. A DS port of Wordle. You know that game you can play on the New York Times website? Right here, the little purple icon with the P. This is Pretendo, which
I
means
don't
you play
like
games online in
words.
2025 or 2026, whatever, that have been discontinued from online. This is because the Nintendo servers do not work anymore. So for example, you can click on Pretendo and then click on the CIA file and install it, and this will let you play games like Mario Kart 7 online right now. It is mostly free to use. I did have a bit of issues with them in the past. I was paying for their premium plan and got no access to anything that I was looking for. This blue background with the A. This is Anemone 3DS, which is a really good app. When I modded my 3DS, it already came with this, but it lets you make custom themes on your system. So if you don't have that yet, I would definitely recommend it. But that's about it for apps that I would recommend right off the bat from the Universal Updater. I'll be back in a second once these apps are done. All right, we're back on the 3DS, and the first app I'm going to show you guys is down here at the bottom, Checkpoint. So Checkpoint is a pretty simple app, and as you guys can see, there's pretty much nothing on here right now. The reason is because it reads data from your 3DS games, and I have basically no data on here at all. Since I can't really do anything on here right now, I'll put some better footage up on screen. It basically lets you back up and restore different save files of your 3DS games. This is really useful because let's say, for example, you're playing a Pokemon game and you want to make a new save file. You can actually back up your first file so you don't lose it and have to delete it. You're playing Pokemon Moon, you beat the whole game, you're getting kind of bored. You can just back up that file, leave it on your SD card or put it on your computer and make a new save file and then switch back and forth at any time on this app. That Checkpoint app is a 3DS game, but the next one is specifically Pokemon themed, PKSM. If you guys have ever used PKHex on a computer, that is a save editor. I'll show you guys what to do. For example, right here, this is Pokemon Y. I just put the cartridge in my 3DS. And if I click the A button to load it, I'm basically loading up the save file. I can click on something like the bag button. And right here where I have 11 gray balls, well, if I wanted to, I can just hold this button down and give myself 999 gray balls. See, this right here is just one regular potion, but I'm gonna hit the A button, and oh my goodness, there's a massive list of items for medicine. And if I press the right button on the D-pad, I can see over here, rare candy. So let me click on that, and boom, I've changed my one potion to a rare candy, and now let's just give myself, 999.
Oh my
of those.
god.
So that's pretty easy. You can mess with your items. And if we go back, maybe I want to click on events and get some event Pokemon I missed from years ago. Oh wow, 54 pages. Oh, I found one I want to do right here. A special shiny Rayquaza from Hong Kong. Press start to inject. So I can just press the start button right here, and wow, that was fast. Here's my save file. I have a level 25 Tyrants, and if I click on this Pokemon and click on edit, I can do a lot of changes. Pretty much anything. Right here, where it says shiny no, I can just click on that, and now it is a shiny Pokemon, and I can hit save edit. Now once you're back in this menu, all you have to do is press this little download button in the bottom right to save this as your save file. Now I'm here on Pokemon Y, and there's this lady right here, and if I talk to her, she says, you must be Kev Dog, I got a mystery gift for you, and boom, Rayquaza. That is the Rayquaza, the shiny one from the Hong Kong event that I just claimed. And also, if I open up my party, you should see, here's my Tyrant that I edited, and if I click on it, here we go, boom, that is a shiny blue Tyrant. Can't forget about the
Hacks.
Oh, and of course the 999 rare candies. But anyway,
Oh
you
my
guys get the point.
gosh.
PKSM is a very awesome app. And now
That's
let's move on to
pretty
this one
crazy.
right here, H-Shop. Technically this app is called Free HS, but whatever. It's based on the H-Shop. So right up here at the top, you can see games, updates, a lot of options. This is basically the equivalent of the eShop, but for free. I'm going to install one game on here for tutorial and educational purposes, but keep in mind this game I'm installing I literally own. I just showed you guys it. It's Pokemon Y. I'm going to install a digital version of Pokemon Y to have on my system. And let's see, I'm clicking on the games, and then
I'm totally only downloading games that I legally have. Yes.
Down at the bottom, I'm gonna search by text. I don't know for Pokemon games if you need the accented E, so I'm just gonna type POK and hit search, and it's gonna search. It probably it won't take long at all. Scroll down a little bit, and we should see Pokemon Y.
Oh
pretty quickly.
my
You should hear this,
gosh.
and boom, just like that, Pokemon Y. You guys can probably tell there are multiple versions of these apps, and here's how you want to tell the difference. Right here it says games, and right here is updates. I want to click on the games one first, and just press on A to install content, and here we go. I'm hyped. Now, as you guys can tell at the bottom, 1,723 megabytes. That is 1.7 gigabytes. That is not exactly a small download, so the estimated time is around an hour. Keep in mind, this is the entire game of Pokemon Y minus the updates. I'll make a cut to when I'm back. And guys, right up here, you can see my battery 75%. Try to guess what it'll be when this hour is over. Okay, it's been quite a while, but the download only has 5 seconds left, and I'm on 54% battery. And there we go. It's now done, and I highly recommend downloading the updates too. Thankfully, the newest update of Pokemon Y is only 30 megabytes, so this is not going to take long at all. Here we go. 0 seconds
Holy
remaining, and the
cow.
update is now done. And as you can see, I actually just took out my cartridge for Pokemon
That's
Y. I own this game, but maybe I want to just put this away in the
amazing.
case and not carry it around with me everywhere. Now when I go to the menu, you
What
can see new
should
software has been added.
the
I can press OK and watch this, guys. Here we go.
game I
Now, if you have my cartridge, just simply put it
download
away in the case safe, and I don't have to carry it around with me
guys?
everywhere. Just like that, I now digitally have Pokemon Y, and I can just keep my game cartridge at home. Super useful. Now, the next app I want to go over is right here, the Twilight Menu++ app. So here on Twilight Menu++, you can access your folders through your SD card, and if you want to, you can add a folder to put in DS games. For example, this ROMs folder right here. If I wanted to, I don't have any files in here right now that are actual games. This is just a bunch of different info, but here we go. GBA, DSiWare, Game Boy. This is different games for emulators. If I click on one right now like NDS, I don't have any Nintendo DS ROMs in here. It's completely empty, but I could put in something like Pokemon Diamond, Super Mario 64 DS. You get the point. In my opinion, this one is a must-have. Definitely get the Twilight Menu++ app off of the Universal Updater. Now for this video, the last thing I'm going to do is show
It
you guys
did
what I was
that?
talking about
No.
earlier when it comes to Game Boy Advance games. This right here is just an example of a game I'm going to try to install. It is a QR code for Pokemon Fire Red. So I'm going to click the A button and let's see if it works. You don't have to launch an emulator and then click on the Fire Red ROM. This will be straight up Pokemon Emerald on your home menu. All right, the install is now complete.
I
should be
guess
able to go
what,
back all the way
Pokemon?
and then press the star button to go to the home menu. And let's see. I may have to do the little trick where you close it and then make it work like this. There we go. Now it should work. I don't know why you have to do that, but here we go. Virtual Console Pokemon Fire Red. Oh my god. Just like that, we now have Pokemon Fire Red playing on a 3DS. This is something you can do with every GBA game, including ROM hacks of Pokemon games like Pokemon Fire Red Omega, for example. It's super cool. To do so, though, you'll need to convert the actual GBA ROM files into .cias. It's not that difficult, but I'm not showing that in this video. That's it for this video, though. I covered every app that I would recommend you guys to have on your modern 3DS to get
nice.
started. If you guys could think of any more, then feel free to leave them down below in the comments. Having a modern 3DS is just that cool. Subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys soon.
That's awesome. Okay, well, that's that. I need to pee so badly. And when we get back, we will play just a regular game. You know, actually play a game. Man, the fact that I have the whole world as my oyster now. What? Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's an old. You're going to look up top 3DS games to have. Yes, because I will buy all of these games and then 50 best Nintendo 3DS games. It's only gonna take. It might take an hour for Pokemon X to download. You know what's funny? When I originally got my DS, my first 3DS, I asked my mom for Pokemon X because I wanted Xerneas, because Xerneas is so cool, you know? It's a deer. I love deer. And, when the day came that the game finally arrived, I got Y instead. And I was okay with it, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I was just grateful to have gotten any game at all. But I was still pretty sad. As one will be when they don't get what they thought they were going to get. But we're gonna make a list. Let's make a list of what games to get. I mean, to buy for the future. So I have them, so I can play them. Devil Survivor Overclocked. Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. Dragon Quest. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Phoenix Wright. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Interesting, interesting. We can skip that one. We can skip that one. What are the games that I'd actually want? Ooh, Resident Evil. Super Mario 3D Land would probably be a good idea. That is definitely one I'd probably end up playing. I'm looking for relaxing games, you know, games that I'm not gonna think too much about while playing. That's for stream. Cause that's the thing. I'm gonna be playing Samurai Warriors Chronicle 3. It's really fun. I'm addicted. I will put that on the list. Cause I'm gonna be going on a cruise in January, which, God, I'm so grateful. Mario Kart. Yeah, we gotta do Mario Kart. Kirby. I don't really like side platformers. So I need some good games for the cruise. I know it seems a little backwards to play games on a cruise, but I'll do whatever I want. Star Fox. Oh, you know, I definitely gotta get Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. Kid Icarus could be a good one. Shovel Knight. Animal Crossing New Leaf. Never played New Leaf. It could actually be pretty fun. Legend of Zelda, maybe Ocarina of Time. That could be one to play. Not as many games. They didn't even mention Miku, the best game ever. Miku. Okay. Anyway, so what game should we play? I'm trying to think. Play a dice game. Go play the game about dice. Dice. They're crunchy on your teeth. So crunchy on your teeth. Wait a second. I'm on observation duty. I'm on observation duty. Ada's come out, and I'm gonna frick it all. I'm just buying it. I'm gonna buy it. I want it. I want it so bad. It's like one of my favorite games. I really love I'm on observation duty. So we will buy that and we will download it. And mayhaps we will restart the stream. Hi, Cully. How are you doing? Unk. Am I an unk? Or am I a trunk? Did you think about that? I bet not. I love I'm on observation duty. Jollibee! Get Jollibee. I'd love nothing more than some fried chicken right now. God, that sounds so good. Unfortunately, I do not have access to that kind of stuff. The only thing we have here in this tiny-ass town is a Domino's. And I hate Domino's. Frick is Jollibee? It's a Filipino fried chicken. It's a Filipino strain. They have spaghetti! Oh, spaghetti. I might be hungry. Food. Okay, how about this? We're going to end the stream. I'm going to make food, relax for a little bit, and then I'll come back and we'll play I'm on observation duty 8. 8, yeah. Sound good to everybody? Should it get spicy? Hell yeah! Always get spicy. Okay, sound good? Okay. We'll be back later. Bye-bye. I'll see you in like an hour. Because I'm hungry. Hungry. Hippo.